Hey, let me share another one of my favorite things about shopping at Costco. Has to do with my friend Rob right here. He is the executive expert. Now, what does that mean? His whole job is to walk the floor in the checkout line and ask people if they are an executive member. That is all he does. His entire shift, he walks to everybody in the checkout line and he says, hey, are you an executive member? If they say yes, he says, good job. And if no, he says, oh, and then he basically sells them an executive membership. Side note here, another great thing Costco does is Costco makes being an executive member such a stupid, easy decision that you would be dumb not to do it. I have another video on that that I'll share at another time. So after 5 or 6 times of Rob coming up to me, I stopped him one day and I said, hey, Rob, is that all you do here? And he said, yeah. And I was like, how many people every day do you ask if they're an executive membership? And he's like, it's gotta be hundreds, maybe, yeah, hundreds of people a day. And I'm like, well, how many people do you get to upsell every day? And he's like, I have to get 15 people every day. That's my metric. And we're like, holy shit, that's a lot of upsells every day. And he's like, yeah. And so I was like, how many people do you ask that say no? And he's like, all day. It's like, if I get 15, I'm asking 400 people a day, and that's the numbers. And I'm like, well, and when you get the yes, how many of those yeses at one point told you no? And he was like, I would say most of them. And there's the magic. Every single person that says yes to the executive membership at one point told Rob no. Could be for any amount of reasons. Could be they were rushed for time. Could be they weren't in the mood to talk. Could be that they just thought he was selling something that they weren't interested in, so they made a false assumption. But Costco is not stupid. They would not hire a guy like Rob to go and ask people this question all day, every day, without fail, hundreds and hundreds of times, if they didn't think it would work. So that is something really important to keep in mind when it comes to sales, when it comes to following up with leads. We have a service, we have a product that is a stupid easy decision to sign up for. We have no contracts, we provide world-class training, we provide more nutrition resources and guidance than anybody could ever imagine, and we have a money-back satisfaction guarantee. You need to be like Rob and be immune to rejection, be fearless, and be relentless with asking and reaching out and doing your follow-up, because it may just be you caught people at the wrong time, they were rushed for time, they made an assumption about what you were selling that's not actually true. But the fact is, if you approach your lead follow-up and if you approach your sales like Rob at Costco, you will make more sales. And that is a simple fact of life and sales. It's purely a numbers game, and you just got to keep at it and be thick-skinned to failure. Hope this helps.